What is up, everybody? Eagles down 3-0 at the break. Joining me, here's Shane Haff. What's going on, man?
It never ceases to amaze me, your ability to sound excited when you welcome in the crew to a halftime show for a game like this, Deibs. Kudos to you.
Everything hurts, bro. Trust me. We have Matt in the house, fired Nick in the locker room right now. Lead us off, Shane. The situational play calling by Nick, or just in general by the Eagles, Jalen Hurts' performance, go.
Nick Sirianni is an arrogant moron that cost this team on a weekly basis. He should have been fired this offseason. He should be fired at halftime of this game. He should have been fired after the end of last week. Like, what is the? I am a go for it on 4th and 1 guy. It's the right decision almost always. 4th and 1 at the 15-yard line with 14 seconds and 1 timeout left. Like, you are QB sneaking to call a timeout with 11 seconds left to take one shot to the end zone. And by the way, if you throw short of the end zone or you take a sack or a holding penalty is committed, you get a 10-second runoff that ends the half. So, like, realistically speaking, you're QB sneaking to gain 1 yard and then kick a field goal anyways. There is the risks far outweigh the rewards in going for it in that situation. But if you're going to do it, how about you call the play that always works? Like, Nick Sirianni is an abomination. He is an arrogant moron, and he costs this team weekly. I'm done. Get him out of the building.
Period. Let's jump into Jalen Hurts. Do we have a Jalen Hurts problem that we need to discuss? Because he has been a turnover machine since week 1 last year. Most turnovers in the NFL. 18 of 22, 161 yards, if my eyes read that correctly. He does have a couple big runs. But the decision-making again, it's killing this team. He keeps shooting this offense in the foot. The one throw, it was a bad route by Devontae Smith, but still the play calling in that situation was dumb to start. I am a Jalen Hurts guy. I have defended him over and over and over again. But at the end of the day, you got to protect the football, man. What are you doing running without protecting the football? Hold on. I am at my wit's end with Jalen Hurts, man. Is this the end? Because he looks more and more like Carson Wentz every single freaking week.
Yeah. So I would not primarily put the interception in the end zone on Jalen Hurts. Greg Olsen talked about it on the broadcast. That's a route you have to throw as your receiver is breaking down to cut inside. If A.J. Brown's healthy, A.J. Brown is there. A.J. Brown's not going to get bodied off that route. It's not going to get undercut. That's not Devontae Smith's strength. I don't know why you're having Devontae Smith do that in that situation. That should be Dallas Goedert. It should be Johnny Wilson. Like, I wouldn't take that throw because I just am not willing to risk it in that sense. But if A.J. Brown's there, that's a touchdown or maybe an incompletion. I'm not slandering Devontae Smith. I think he's put in a situation there. He's asked to do something that's not his strength. I don't like that call. I don't fault the throw really that much. The fumble, though, that fumble can't happen. Like, you've got to have an internal clock. And that was blocked up well. And you're in the pocket forever. And then you're rolling out with one hand on the ball and it gets swiped away. And that can't happen, especially on the heels of the interception. And so, it's thing after thing. You see him come back the next drive and he's scrambling out of the pocket and both hands are on the ball, and that's good, but you got to do that every time. It's the whole 2-hand monster thing. So that fumble is 1,000,000% on Hurts. I'm not going to put that interception too much on him. I think that's a really good play by the Honey Badger. I think it's a bad decision to have Devontae Smith running that route to begin with, personally.
Why are we so allergic to giving the ball to Saquon in that area, man? I just don't understand. Saquon didn't have his first rush until a few minutes into the second quarter. Like, I just don't understand. But I am tired of complaining about this defense when it's the offense that is completely loaded top to bottom with talent. Yeah, A.J. Brown is out, but Kellen Moore, Nick Sirianni, like, you bring in Saquon, who's really done basically nothing so far in the first half, hasn't really done much. Like, give the defense some credit. Jalen Carter has been busting his ass in that first half. He's been in the backfield consistently. What are your thoughts on the Eagles defense?
The Eagles defense has been a pleasant surprise. Like, who thought that the Eagles defense would come into this game and give up 3 points on what? 1, 2, 3, 4 first half drives. 3 points on 4 drives?
Shane, this is the problem. This is the freaking problem why they never freaking blow out anybody anymore. It's because it's the offense or the defense. They never get it in one game where both sides are clicking, man. And we get it again. Here now the defense couldn't stop anybody last week. Now the offense can't do anything in this week.
I fully expect the Eagles offense to come out and march down the field and score a touchdown, and the defense will immediately fall apart and give up a touchdown. That's just how the Eagles play football. But I mean, they've been good, right? Alvin Kamara, 2.8 yards per carry. Derek Carr, 7 to 13. Like, Jalen Carter is wrecking this game on the interior. Now, Eric McCoy going out for the Saints at center is a big deal. Jalen Carter's wrecking this game. 2 pass breakups. Did he get a sack? He got the sack, right? I think it was him on the sack. He blew up a pass and it was Jordan Davis. Yeah. He got a pressure that I was thinking of. He blows up a play in the backfield. Like, Jalen Carter is playing well. They rolled out in 5-man fronts, which is what I was like. I put out my keys to victory, and the Eagles did pretty much all of them. We're in 5-man fronts. We're getting Goddard involved. We're limiting explosive plays. You're just turning the ball over. And when you're not turning the ball over, your head coach is a buffoon that takes points off the board for no reason at all. So the offense can't get out of its own way here. And that's just beyond frustrating.
I actually love the 5-man fronts. I love the fact that Bryce Huff is barely in this game. Punt that guy to the moon. It's been Brandon Graham busting his ass out there, setting the edge. It's just nauseating how we can never get it together on both sides. Nick Sirianni has this team unprepared every single week, and it's been killing me, man. Let's get into our adjustments for the second half. All right, what do the Eagles need to do on the other side, man?
Fire Nick Sirianni, but I don't think that's going to happen at halftime. So if that's not what's going to happen at halftime, then take care of the football. Like, just take care of the football. The Eagles offense has moved the ball. I mean, the first drive was a disaster, 3 and out. By the way, we lead off with an RPO that loses yardage. But then you move to the red zone. You're moving the next drive. You move the next drive and it's been turnovers on 3 straight drives. Interception, fumble, turnover on downs. That is the holy trinity of turnovers. Hopefully those are all out of the way and we can play clean football in the second half with, by the way, a backup right guard and a right tackle in. So it's going to be an uphill battle against this defense.
My second half adjustment has to be free Saquon. He cannot have 5 carries in the second half. He needs to be the focal point of this offense, whether that's running or receiving. Jalen Hurts, I'm sorry, man. I might be jumping off the bridge after this. I've protected him for so long, and I need to see more Saquon. I need to see him be the focal point, and we'll see how this goes in the second half. Just get the ball out of Jalen. Unless it's like a design run, I'm good, man. Guys, we'll be back at post-game. Shane, where can we find you? Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm live tweeting the game. So at Shane Half NFL, we'll be right back here after the game to break it all down. Final thought is running the ball might be hard, missing your 2 right guard, right tackle. So I don't know what the offense is going to look like in the second half.
Well said. But we'll see what the Eagles are made out of. Guys, thank you everyone for watching. Like this video. Thank you everyone who commented. We'll see you in about an hour and a half for post game. Hopefully the Eagles turn it around. For Shane, for myself, stay awesome.